press the bell icon on the YouTube app and never miss another update.
Hello children, hi, how are you? I hope you all fit and fine and staying at home. Yes, you all completed your second standard and you are going to third standard. Yes, right. I am Asha sir. I am science teacher in Sri Siddhaganga school. Okay, my dear students, in third standard, first lesson is animals and their eating habits. First lesson, animals and their eating habits. Yes, in this lesson, the main topics to be covered in this lesson are first about animals, then classification of animals on their feeding habits, food chain, different ways of eating, then special feeding parts of some animals. Next, last one, care of domestic animals. These are all the main topics to be covered in this lesson. So, okay, next, see what you have seen in your surroundings. Mainly first is what you have seen in your surroundings. Yes, we have seen too many things in our surroundings. Yes or no? Too many things. Animals, human beings, plants, chair, table, buildings, vehicles. Too many things we have seen in our surroundings. Yes or no? In these things we have classified into two main groups depending upon their characteristics. Characteristics means life processing activities. So, in living things, example plants, animals and human beings, these are all living things. And non-living things, example, chair, table, house, vehicles, these are all non-living things. This classification is depend upon their characteristics. Characteristics means it's a life process activity. What are the life process activities is going in living things? Yes, first one, growth. So living things can grow. Living things can move from place to place. Living things can breathe. Living things can reproduce. So these are all the life process activities are going in living things. But non-living things cannot. Example, chair can breathe, chair can grow. No. These are all the life processing activities is not going in non-living things. Yes, in the living things can go. This process, life process activities is going in the living things. About the living things and non-living things you will study in the next class. Okay. Okay, first in the living things, examples plants, animals and human beings. In this lesson we are going to study about animals. Okay, yes, where you have seen these animals. Yes, we can see the animals everywhere. Everywhere means on land and in water and air and inside the soil also we can see the animals. Which type of animals you can see? You can see different types of animals. Yes or no? Different types of animals we can see in our surroundings. Example, dog, cat, birds like peacock and then parrot, eagle, and in your surroundings you can see pig, and in forest we can see some wild animals like elephant, tiger, cheetah, leopard. Too many types of animals we can see in our surroundings. Yes or no? Yes, in these animals some are big, some are small, some are tall, some are short, and some are fly and some are walk. So different types of animals we can see in our surroundings. Yes or no? Different types. Example for big animals, elephant. For small, rabbit. Too small, insect, mosquito. Next, in tall, giraffe. So too many types of animals we can see in our surroundings. See, these animals need food to survive their life? Yes or no? These animals need, all living organisms, not only animals, all living organisms need food to survive their life. Yes, in animals also need food. Why? Why do we need food? Why do animals need food? Animals need food for their growth. Animals need food for their growth. Animals need food for their growth, energy and strength. See, animals need food for their growth, energy and strength, and food is, they need food for their repair their body and for protect themselves from diseases and for reproduction. For to do these activities they need what? Food. All living organisms also, not only animals, all living organisms like plants and human beings, they also need what? Food. See, animals need food. Yes, animals can prepare their own food? No, animals cannot prepare their own food. Animals cannot prepare their own food, but plants can prepare their own food. As you know, so plants are preparing their own food by using simple substances like carbon dioxide, light and water. By using these some simple substances, plants can prepare their own food. But in animals cannot, and also including human beings also cannot prepare their own food. Yes, see, in these animals need what? Food for their growth, energy and strength and for reproduction and for protect themselves from diseases, and then for for movement. To movement they also need what? Food. Okay. See, animals need different types of food. Yes or no? Animals need different types of food depending upon their nutrition. So, depending upon their nutrients, they intake different types of food. As you know, animals are classified on their eating habits. So, depending upon their eating habits, we classified three main groups. Depending upon their eating habits, we classified three main groups. Those are animals are classified in main three groups depending upon their food habits or feeding habits. First one is herbivorous. Second one is carnivorous. And third one is omnivorous. See, herbivorous, carnivorous and omnivorous are the three main groups, three main categories. We classified depending upon their food habits, means feeding habits, we classified main three groups: herbivorous, carnivorous and last one omnivorous. Yes, now let us study about herbivorous. Hagadre now first herbivorous ಬಗ್ಗೆ study ಮಾಡೋಣ. Yes, so what is herbivorous? Herb means what? Herb means what? Herb means plant. Herb means plants. When we break down this sentence, when we break down this word, so herb means plants, vorous means animals. It's a feeding. See, herbivorous means some animals like to eat only plants and its parts. See, some animals like to eat only plants and its parts. These animals are called herbivorous. Herbivorous means which animals? Means some animals like to eat only plants and its parts is called herbivorous. Example for herbivorous: elephant, goat, sheep, cow, buffalo. Okay, so example for herbivorous animals are elephant, cow, goat, etc. Okay, too many animals we can see herbivorous. See, these animals are purely herbivorous. These are pure herbivorous because they eat only plants and its parts. They cannot eat flesh or anything. They eat only plants. If they are hungry, they eat only plants. Otherwise, they cannot eat flesh. They eat only plants. So that's why it's herbivorous. Herb means plant. So some animals like to eat only plants and its parts. And also it likes to eat grass. Grass is also plants. See example: elephant, cow, goat, etc. Okay. Next one is carnivorous animals. Next one is carnivorous animals. Herbivorous animals means some animals like to eat only plants plants and its parts is called herbivorous animals. Examples: cow, goat, sheep. Yes, you just try to make a list of herbivorous. Yes, dear students, make a list of minimum 10 herbivorous animals. Okay. See, next one is carnivorous. Carnivorous animals. Let's see, carnivorous animals means some animals like to eat only flesh. Example for carnivorous animals: tiger, lion, cheetah, etc. Too many animals are carnivorous. So flesh means of other animals. Say carnivorous animals. So carnivorous means some animals like to eat only flesh. Here mention what? Only. Some animals like to eat only flesh of other animals. Other animals means plant eating animals. Example: see, some animals like to eat only flesh. They cannot eat plants. If they carnivorous animals like a tiger, lion, leopard, cheetah, if it is hungry, they eat only flesh. If it hungry, it's eat only flesh. They do not eat what? Plants or grass or parts of plants like fruits, vegetables. What we given. So ಈಗ ಅದು ಹಂಗ್ರಿ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಂದರೆ ನಾವು ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಫ್ಲೆಶೇ ಕೊಡಬೇಕು. ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಬೇರೆ ಪ್ರಾಣಿದು ಮಾಂಸನೇ. ಫ್ಲೆಶ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಮಾಂಸನೇ ಕೊಡಬೇಕು. ಅದು ಬಿಟ್ಟು ನಾವು ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಹಣ್ಣು ಕೊಟ್ವಿ, ಫ್ರೂಟ್ಸ್ ಕೊಟ್ವಿ ಅಂದ್ರೂ, ಎಷ್ಟೇ ಟೇಸ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿರೋವಂಥ ಫ್ರೂಟ್ಸ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟರು ಈ ಟೈಗರ್ ಲಯನ್ನು ಅದನ್ನು ತಿನ್ನಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಇಫ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಹಂಗ್ರಿ, ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಡೈ. ಸೊ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಹಸುವಾಗಿತ್ತಾ, ಅದು ಫ್ಲೆಶ್ನೇ ತಿನ್ನತ್ತೆ. ಅದು ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಫ್ರೂಟ್ಸ್ ಟೇಸ್ಟ್ ತುಂಬ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಆ ಫ್ರೂಟ್ಸ್ನ ತಿನ್ನಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಹಸುವಿನಿಂದ ಅದು ಪ್ರಾಣ ಬಿಡತ್ತೆ ಹೊರತು it will be die, otherwise they cannot eat any parts of a plants. If it is a delicious, ಎಷ್ಟೇ ಡಿಲಿಷಿಯಸ್ ಸ್ವೀಟ್ ಆಗಿದ್ರೂ ಅದೇನು ಮಾಡೋದಿಲ್ಲ, ಪ್ಲ್ಯಾಂಟ್ಸ್ನ ತಿನ್ನೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ದೇ ಈಟ್ಸ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಫ್ಲೆಶ್ ಆಫ್ ಅದರ್ ಅನಿಮಲ್ಸ್. ಓಕೆ, see carnivorous animals, some animals like to eat only flesh of other animals, example tiger, lion, leopard, cheetah. See, these are animals like to eat only what? Flesh of other animals. Okay, other animals means, see lion, tiger, these are likes to eat cow, sheep. ಸೊ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಯಾವ ಪ್ರಾಣಿದು ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ ಆ ಪ್ರಾಣಿನ ಬೇಟೆಯಾಡಿ ಏನು ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ, ಈ ಅನಿಮಲ್ಸ್ ಲಯನ್, ಟೈಗರು ತಿನ್ನುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆ, ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಯು ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಮೇಕ್ ಎ ಲಿಸ್ಟ್. ಎಸ್, ಯು ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಮೇಕ್ ಎ ಲಿಸ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಕಾರ್ನಿವರಸ್ ಅನಿಮಲ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ಮಿನಿಮಮ್ 10 animals you should write. Okay, next is about carnivorous animals. Sorry, next is about omnivorous animals. Okay, next is about omnivorous. Yes, once again, carnivorous animals means some animals like to eat only flesh of other animals is called carnivorous animals. Example, lion, tiger, cheetah, leopard. So these are all carnivorous animals. Next one is about omnivorous. Now we are going to talk about omnivorous animals. See, what is omnivorous animals? Some animals, as usual, some animals like to eat both plants and flesh of other animals. Flesh of other animals. Example, bear. Animals or water, sorry, human beings. Next, dog, cat, etc. Okay, see, omnivorous. Yes, omnivorous means some animals like to eat both plants and flesh of other animals. Example, bear, human, dog, cat, etc. Okay, see, in herbivorous you observed, herbivorous means some animals like to eat only plants and its parts, but carnivorous, some animals like to eat only flesh of other animals. But here omnivorous, observe, some animals like to eat both. See, ನಾವು ಕಾರ್ನಿವರಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ, ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಹರ್ಬಿವರಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಅಂತ ನೋಡಿದ್ವಿ, ಓನ್ಲಿ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ಸ್, ಓನ್ಲಿ ಫ್ಲೆಶ್ ಆಫ್ ಅದರ್ animals. But here is both plants and flesh of other animals. Plants and flesh of other animals. See, here what happens, omnivorous animals like to eat both the plants and also flesh of other animals. So ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಈಗ ನಾವು ನೋಡಿದ್ವಿ ಹರ್ಬಿವರಸ್. ಇನ್ ಹರ್ಬಿವರಸ್ ಅನಿಮಲ್ಸ್ ಈಟ್ಸ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ಸ್. ಇಫ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಹಂಗ್ರಿ ದೇ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ನಾಟ್ ಈಟ್ ಫ್ಲೆಶ್. ಸೊ ಹರ್ಬಿವರಸ್ಗೆ ಏನು ಬೇಕು, ಓನ್ಲಿ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಇಟ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಏನಾದರೂ ನಾವು ಫ್ಲೆಶ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟರೆ ಅದು ತಿನ್ನೋದಿಲ್ಲ, ಹಾಗೆ ಸತ್ತು ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ ಹೊರತು ಅದು ತಿನ್ನೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಬಟ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಕಾರ್ನಿವರಸ್, ಸೊ ಅದೇ ಕಾರ್ನಿವರಸಲ್ಲಿ ದೇ ಈಟ್ಸ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಫ್ಲೆಶ್. ಸೊ ಇಫ್ ಯು ನಾಟ್ ಗಿವ್ ಫ್ಲೆಶ್ ಟು ದೆಮ್ ದೇ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಡೈ. If it is give any fruits or vegetable, delicious foods, they cannot eat. It eats only flesh of other animals. But in the omnivorous, what happens? It can eat both plants and animals. So if it is hungry, so ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ಸ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟರು ತಿನ್ನತ್ತೆ, ಅನಿಮಲ್ಸ್ನ ಫ್ಲೆಶ್ನ ಕೊಟ್ಟರು ತಿನ್ನತ್ತೆ. ನನಗೆ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ಸೇ ಬೇಕು, ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಫ್ಲೆಶೇ ಬೇಕು ಅಂತಲೇ ಏನೂ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಇಫ್ ವಿ ಗಿವ್ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ಸ್ ದೇ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಈಟ್, ಇಫ್ ವಿ ಗಿವ್ ಫ್ಲೆಶ್ ದೇ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಈಟ್. So both, it likes to eat both plants and flesh. These animals are called omnivorous. ಸಿ ಡಾಗ್, ಸೊ ನಾವು ಡಾಗಿಗೆ ಚಪಾತಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟರು ತಿನ್ನತ್ತೆ, ರೈಸ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟರು ತಿನ್ನತ್ತೆ. ಆ್ಯಸ್ ಯೂಶ್ವಲ್ ನಾವು ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಮೀಟ್, ಫ್ಲೆಶ್ನ ಕೊಟ್ಟರು ತಿನ್ನತ್ತೆ. ಹೌದಾ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀರಾ? ಸೊ ಇಫ್ ಯು ಗಿವ್ ಅ ಡಾಗ್, ಸೊ ಡಾಗಿಗೆ ನಾವು ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ಸ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಸೊ ಯಾವುದಾದ್ರೂ ನಾವು ಚಪಾತಿ, ರೈಸ್, ದೀಸ್ ಆರ್ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ಸ್. ಎಸ್ ಆರ್ ನೋ? ದೀಸ್ ಆರ್ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ಸ್. ಇಫ್ ಯು ಗಿವ್ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ಸ್ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ ದೇ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಈಟ್. ಅದರ್ವೈಸ್ ಇಫ್ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಗಿವ್ ಅ ಫ್ಲೆಶ್ ಆರ್ ಮೀಟ್, ಅದನ್ನು ತಿನ್ನತ್ತೆ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಕ್ಯಾಟ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ, ಕ್ಯಾಟ್ಗೂ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ನಾವು ಅನ್ನ ಹಾಲು ಕೊಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಅನ್ನನೂ ತಿನ್ನತ್ತೆ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಆ್ಯಸ್ ಯೂಶ್ವಲ್ ರ್ಯಾಟ್, ಸೊ ರ್ಯಾಟ್ನ ಫ್ಲೆಶ್ ಆಫ್ ಅದರ್ ಅನಿಮಲ್ಸ್ ಲೈಕ್ ರ್ಯಾಟನ್ನು ತಿನ್ನತ್ತೆ. ಲೈಕ್ ಬರ್ಡ್ಸ್, ಕ್ರೌ, ಸಿ ಕ್ರೌ, ಈಗ ಮಮ್ಮಿ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಆರಿಸಿ ಟೆರೆಸ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಕಾಳು ಏನಾದರೂ ಒಣ ಹಾಕಿರ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಸೀಡ್ಸ್ ಯಾವುದಾದ್ರೂ ಪಲ್ಸಸ್, ಗ್ರೇನ್ಸ್ನ ಕಾಳು ಏನಾದರೂ ಒಣ ಹಾಕಿದರೆ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದು ಕ್ರೌ ತಿಂದುಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ. ಹೌದಲ್ಲ, ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀರಲ್ವಾ? ನಿಮ್ಮನ್ನು ಕೂರಿಸ್ತಾರೆ ಕಾಯಲಿಕ್ಕೆ. ಸೊ ಯಾವುದೇ ಬರ್ಡ್ಸ್ ಬಂದು ತಿನ್ನಬಾರ್ದು ಅಂತ. ಸಿ ದೀಸ್ ಕ್ರೌಸ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಈಟ್ ಸೀಡ್ಸ್ ಆ್ಯಸ್ ವೆಲ್ ಆ್ಯಸ್ ರ್ಯಾಟ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಫ್ಲೆಶ್ ಆಫ್ ಅದರ್ ಅನಿಮಲ್ಸ್. ಇಲ್ಲಾದರೂ ಯಾವುದಾದ್ರೂ ಪ್ರಾಣಿ ಬಿದ್ದಿತ್ತು ಅಂದರೂ ಆ ಕ್ರೌ ತಿನ್ನತ್ತೆ, ಫ್ಲೆಶ್ ಆಫ್ ಅದರ್ ಅನಿಮಲ್ಸ್. ಅಥವಾ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇಲಿ ಇತ್ತು ಅಂದರೆ ಅದನ್ನು ಕ್ಯಾಚ್ ಮಾಡಿ ತಿನ್ನತ್ತೆ, ಯಾವುದು? ಕ್ರೌ. ಅಕಸ್ಮಾತು ಪ್ಲ್ಯಾಂಟ್ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿರೋ ಸೀಡ್ಸನ್ನು ಏನು ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ, ಇಟ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಫೀಡ್. Crow also and some birds also. See, omnivorous. Omnivorous can eat both plants as well as what? Flesh. Let's see example. See, have you seen, observed human? Human means we. So now ಮನುಷ್ಯರು ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, plants products like vegetables, fruits. We can likes to eat vegetables and fruits also, as well as flesh. So chicken, meat. Yes or no? So human beings ಚಿಕನ್ನು ಮೀಟನ್ನು ತಿಂತಾರೆ. ದೆನ್ ಪ್ಲ್ಯಾಂಟ್ಸ್ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿರೋ ವೆಜಿಟೇಬಲ್ಸ್, ಫ್ರೂಟ್ಸ್ನು ತಿಂತೀವಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಸಿ ದೀಸ್ ಆಮ್ನಿವರಸ್ ಅನಿಮಲ್ಸ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಟು ಈಟ್ ಬೋತ್, ನಾಟ್ ಒನ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಮೆನ್ಷನ್ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬೋತ್ ಅಂತ ಇದೆ. ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಿ, ಬೋತ್ ಪ್ಲ್ಯಾಂಟ್ಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಫ್ಲೆಶ್ ಆಫ್ ಅದರ್ ಅನಿಮಲ್ಸ್. ದೀಸ್ ಅನಿಮಲ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಆಮ್ನಿವರಸ್. Example, bear, human, dog, cat, rodents like rat also. ನೋಡಿ ಮನೇಲಿ ಫ್ರೂಟ್ಸ್, ವೆಜಿಟೇಬಲ್ಸ್ ಇಟ್ಟರು ತಿನ್ನತ್ತೆ, ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ನಾನ್ ವೆಜ್ನು ತಿನ್ನತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ದೀಸ್ ರ್ಯಾಟ್ಸ್. ಸಿ ದೇರ್ ಆರ್ ಟೂ ಮೆನಿ ಅನಿಮಲ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಕಮ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡರ್ ಇನ್ ಆಮ್ನಿವರಸ್. ಎಸ್, ಇದನ್ನು ನೀವು ಒಂದು 10 ಆಮ್ನಿವರಸ್ ಅನಿಮಲ್ಸ್ನ ಲಿಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಸಿ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್, ಸಿ what we studied, herbivorous, carnivorous and omnivorous. Herbivorous means with some animals like to eat only plants. Some animals like to eat only plants are called herbivorous. Example, cow, goat, sheep, buffalo, elephant, giraffe, horses. Too many animals are there for herbivorous. They like to eat only plants. Carnivorous animals means some animals like to eat only flesh of other animals. Example, tiger, cheetah, leopard, these are all, etc. And next about omnivorous means, omnivorous animals means some animals like to eat both plants and also flesh. These animals are called omnivorous animals. Okay, my dear students, today we studied about animals. So about animals means we see too many types of animals in our surroundings. Yes or no? And why animals need food also we studied. You know, animals need food to survive their life. They need food for growth, to repair their body, to protect them disease, and for reproduction, for vital activities like respiration, digestion. To do all these life activities they need what? Food. Okay, to survive their life they need food. And we classified the animals depending upon their what? Food habits, means feeding habits. We classified into main 3 groups: herbivorous, carnivorous, omnivorous. Okay, my dear students, in the next class we are going to study about food chain. What is food chain and about food chain we are going to learn in next class. Today I given some homeworks for you all. Yes or no? Make a list of 10 animals. Herbivorous, omnivorous and carnivorous. Just make a minimum 10 animals names. Okay? Thank you my dear students.